Do you want to know the best methods to level up fast at the earliest time possible and be overpowered early? You are in the right place. I've spent countless hours hunting and optimizing these 5 early farming methods, so ultimately I can give you the fastest and most efficient ways that will not waste your precious time. Following these methods will let you earn tons of Chroma to buy all of the stuff you need, or earn more than 400k XP to break the game early. Like for example, the earliest spot that you can access is the Spring Meadows spot, which will require the player to farm 2 minor spear nevrons. I've structured all of the spots in this guide following the main scenario's progress, so all of the spots here will be aligned to your progress with no detours required. The flag in Spring Meadows spot is going to be our starting point for this run. For this spots build, I will not be requiring any build since this is literally the start of the game. Just follow the skills that I have here, especially Lunes, Earth Rising, and you are good to go. To start the actual run towards the narrow pathway that will lead you to the next area. Not for long, you will see our target here, and make sure to do a preempted strike for you to take the first turn. As soon as the battle starts, cast Earth Rising with Lune to damage all of the enemies. Then perform a normal attack from Gustav to take out one of the spear nevrons. The remaining nevron on the other hand will now attack and try your best to dodge the attack. Although by this time, you are working on your timing still and it is okay if you're getting hit and not perfecting your runs. Gustav will take his turn again and do another normal attack to finish the fight. After the fight, head back to the flag and rest to reset the run. Rinse and repeat. Each run lasts 50 to 55 seconds with loading times included and provides you around 140 Chroma and around 50 XP. If you do this consistently in an hour, expect around 10k Chroma and almost 4k XP. Pretty decent for an early spot, however, I would suggest not spending time too much here, gain few levels like up to level 6 if you want to, and move on to the next spots. The next spot is actually a much more actual spot than the first one because of its big gains. If you want to, you can ditch the first one and do this method instead. In this method, you already have access to world map and to your camp, which are the key things to make this method work. The spot is near the first area, near the flying waters area, and I'm showing the location on the screen right now. This method will let you farm a pack of nevrons efficiently, which provides tons of XP for your current level. Nothing too crazy in terms of the farming build once again, just follow my pictos in here. I do have empowering attack and augmented attack equipped, and these are the only ones important for Gustav's setups. Luna should have the wildfire skill, and it is going to be one of the staple skills that we will be using in all of the spots on this list. My character levels for this method were around levels 7 to 10. To start the actual method, position yourself near the pack of nevrons and do a preemptive strike. As soon as the battle starts, cast wildfire to damage and inflict burns to all of the targets. The flying enemy usually dodges this attack, but it's not an issue. Gustav will take his turn and use your free aim and target the golem's weak spot. Hit the weak spot of the flying enemy as well and use all of Gustav's AP to take it out with free aim shots. And Gustav's turns by dealing with a normal attack and damaging the golem. Since the remaining enemies are affected by burn, they will die instantly, ending the fight. Our goal in every method on this list, aside from the first one, is to clear each run during our first turn to remain consistent and efficient. Each run lasts around 43 to 45 seconds, loading times included. It gives you a no damage XP of 803 XP and 371 Chroma, which is huge for your current level. Do this consistently in an hour and we are looking at 31k Chroma, 64 to 67k XP, and that is a lot. After the fight, access your camp and interact with the bonfire to sleep and respawn our targets. Rinse and repeat. Now if you can somehow take out the flying enemy or the golem does not die from the burns when you're just starting this run, finish the fight with normal attacks. Repeat the process until you can replicate the perfect runs that I just showed you. Farming spots just get better and better from here on out, and the next spot is located inside the Flying Waters area, starting from the Lemurian Street Flag. This spot is near the final boss in this area, so you can't miss this location. At this point, we are now taking advantage of buff stacking, so exposing attack, empowering attack, versatile, dead energy 2, and augmented attacks are a must, especially for Gustav's Lumina setup. Take note of this setup, and this is going to be our staple setup from here on out. If you can apply or master all of these important Lumina as early as now for all of your 3 characters, especially Mael, the better. All of the pictos and equipment that I showed you so far are not that hard to find. You can use whatever you have in terms of weapons if you don't have the ones I have here. My levels when I did this method was around level 12 to 15. To start the actual run towards the submerged building in front of you. Access the roof and use your lasso to reach the next building and do a preemptive strike on the enemy standing on the edge of the building. Start the fight by casting Wildfire with Lune once again to damage and inflict burns to our targets. Mael will then perform a normal attack to take out the target on the uppermost left side. Gustav will take his turn and notice that I use free aim one time to get a buff for my normal attack. Then Gustav will then perform a normal attack on the Nevron holding an anchor. Then the burn damage will end the fight. After the fight, drop down to the ground and do a preemptive strike on the two Nevrons just below. This badge is pretty weak, so take out every enemy here with normal attacks. If Gustav can take out the target with one shot, use free aim to buff your normal attack damage. After the fight, the next batch of enemies is waiting near the wooden benches. Start the fight with Wildfire with Lune to inflict burn on the huge Nevron. Mael will then use free aim shots to destroy the floating mines of the little Nevrons. This will damage the entire party and finish Mael's turn by damaging the large Nevron with normal attack. Gustav will then take out a little ones with free aim shots and end the fight with a normal attack. Follow the path and not for long, another Anchor Nevron is lurking in here. Engage in the fight and once again, use Wildfire to damage the entire enemy party. Mael will take her turn and damage the Anchor Necron with a normal attack. When Gustav takes his turn, blast the little Nevron with free aim shots and do a normal attack to take out the Anchor Nevron. Then the burn damage will end the fight as usual. Continue the farming route and the last target is lurking not far from your location. Start the fight and use free aim shots to take out the mine Nevron and end the fight by performing normal attacks for the entire party. Approach the flag once again and rest to respawn the targets in the area for you to engage in another run. Each run lasts around 3 minutes and 10 seconds to 3 minutes and 14 seconds with loading times included. Combining all of the XP in Chroma per run, in all of the fights that we had, you are looking at almost 2k Chroma and 5,200 XP per run. Do this method in an hour and we are looking at 33k Chroma and 94k XP. But what if you don't prefer following a farming route? This is where the list goes spicier and the next spot will require the user to farm a pack of Nevrons located near the ancient sanctuary outskirts. Compared to the last spot, runs are more efficient since we can use the camp once again to respawn our targets. I'm showing the location of the spot on the screen right now. You will be accessing this spot after you complete the Flying Waters area. Nothing changed that much when it comes to our farming build, but make sure Gustav will use Cruel Ram as his weapon because the main target in this run is weak to ice. My character levels are around 15 to 17 when I optimize with this method. Start the run by doing a preemptive strike. As usual, start the fight by casting Wildfire with Lune to damage and apply burn to our targets. Mael will then use offensive switch skill to debuff the target with defense down. Gustav will take his turn and use the free aim shots on both small Nevrons. This will buff her normal attack and lower the HP of the small Nevrons. Finish the fight by performing a normal attack when taking out the golem. And just like in other methods, the burn status will end the fight. After the fight, access your camp and sleep to respawn our targets, rinse and repeat. Each run only lasts around 54 seconds with loading times included and gives you 648 Chroma and 3400 XP. Do this consistently in an hour and we are looking at almost 43k Chroma and a whopping 225k of XP, which is a lot. If this is not enough for you, the spot after completing Gestral Village will give you a whopping 405k XP with little to no effort. Access this spot near Gestral Village and I'm showing the location on the screen right now. The farming build still follows the same setup where exposing attack, empowering attack, versatile, dead energy 2, and augmented attacks are included, but this time we added the energizing 2 for plus 1 AP when starting a match. Then make sure to unlock Gustav's Shatter skill and Lune's Fire Rage. When I started this run, I was around level 20, so the suggested level is around level 20 to 23. To start the run, do a preemptive strike. As soon as the battle starts, use Lune's free aim shot to destroy the Nevron's floating mine. Then let her cast Fire Rage to damage all targets. Mael will take her turn and snipe the floating Nevron to take it out. Use all of your remaining AP by shooting the big Nevron. If you are using Marked Shot as a Lumina and when it procs, stop the free aim shots and end her turn by doing normal attacks to deal double damage. With this setup, her normal attack will inflict defense down on the target. Guzda will then do the ultimate finisher, which is the Shatter skills, doing a hard-hitting lightning AoE attack. If you are strong enough, this skill is enough to wipe the targets, but if not, it will stun or break the big Nevron, opening it for more damage. Remember, we already cast Fire Rage as the start of the fight, so she will cast it again for free and end the fight. Each run lasts around a lightning fast 54 seconds with loading times included. You will be getting 914 Chroma per run and 6k XP. So doing this method consistently in an hour will give you 60k Chroma and a huge amount of 400k plus XP, which is enough to power level your characters. These are not the best of the best spots in the early game, and I will surely be covering the other ones for your leveling needs. But what if you just started a game and want to have the absolute best start? Click on this video and I will catch you on the next one.